the big thing that I understand from this part of the cash flow equation, right, is that the property management, the professional property management is so crucial. And one of the big things that I took away from the overall lessons of the class is that these numbers are driven by individuals, right? And the most valuable part of the class for me was, yeah, sure, I understood these numbers as the cash flow killers, and we go through it in detail, line by line, of like what to look for, what questions to ask.
Mm-hmm.
But counterintuitively, the part of the class that talks about how to pick a property manager,
Yeah,
really is, I want to tease that a little bit, because the big aha for me was, if you get to a certain size in a property management company, right? Like if it is professional enough to have a certain critical mass and economies of scale and level of staff, then you have a department that is managing per metric versus a person that is managing a portfolio,
mm-hmm.
right? And if you have one department that is managing vacancy, one department that's managing maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
one department that's managing pre-construction, one department that's like just in charge of reducing that turn cycle,
Mm-hmm.
one department that's just in charge of getting you to closing, so that mortgage payment is what it is on the front end,
Mm-hmm.
and the insurance thing is on the front end. Man, like that to me was the biggest aha out of all of it. So I want to, this is kind of a summary of the cash flow killers, but I really think that the part of like how to pick a property management partner, which is a whole nother module in the class,
Mm-hmm.
was really eye-opening based on that alone.
Well, and I love that you brought that up here, because that is one that is very easy for you to identify in the interview process of working with a potential property manager, right? When you call that property manager, if they don't pick up the phone, it's probably a sign that they're out running around, putting out fires, and that they probably will not be there for you when you need them. And so that's one of the challenges, right? If you're running around putting out fires, you just can't be there. Your communication is not great. But there's a different, more insidious, more costly approach there, or more costly factor to that approach. And that is when you have specialization of labor and focusing on metrics and designing workflows and hiring and training talent to accomplish that metric, you wind up with an overall better equation, a better experience, and better net returns for your investors. Because frankly, if you are just working with one property manager who is solving leasing, maintenance, handling any evictions, in charge of marketing, sales, all of those things, what you're going to wind up with is lack of focus, lack of refinement, lack of advancement, lack of progress, lack of continuous improvement. And again, you're buying this to hold on to it for a full market cycle. Think of 10 years. I just think about 10 years of growth from JWB, right? 10 years ago, we were not the company we are today. Because we have specialization of labor and that commitment there, we're able to produce better returns today. 10 years from now, we're going to be even better, right? So don't put yourself in a position where you have that lack of specialization of labor, because over the full market cycle, you're just not going to achieve as much as you possibly could with that provider.